How do I get to the king? Tell me, where is Gandalf, for I much desire to speak with him. If you looked at this and you didn't immediately think of the elves what was that? Lothlorien. I can't even remember what the city was called. That's what this looks like. Just waiting for someone to come out and ask me where Gandalf is. Was this staircase accessible down below? Yes, it was. My mistake. That's supposed to be an arrow down. Oh, okay. I gotcha. It is a little bit broken on my screen, but I can see where you were going with it. Hey, I've made it! Let's talk to the king. Maybe you'll be voice acted. Oh, he's a big fella. Yeah, just like in Ocarina of Time. He's a big old guy. That's an old little guy. That's a young kind of guy. That's a big old guy. I think he might rule just by, fear of having him flop over on you. Oh, I imagine he probably talks a bit like Jabba the Hutt. Oh, you must be on that side of here, correct? On my bookie. You did well to come all the way here. Well? It's a fish pun. Whales aren't fish. I don't need comments about that. I understand. I am King Dorfin, ruler of the Zora. That object upon your waist, is that not a Sheikah slate? Now that I have gotten a good look at you, it is all too clear who you are. You are the Hylian champion Link. Do not tell me you have forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You can't mean... Oh, I'm sorry, this is Sidon. The Hylian champion? You can't mean that Link. That champion. So that's where I have heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. Yeah, it's pretty coincidental. Pretty lucky there, isn't it? I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link has appeared before us. We have met numerous times, I'll have you know. Ah, so many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. I've lost my memory, man. Let's be right up front. Come again? You say you have lost your memories? But surely you must remember my precious daughter Mipha, yes? You do you? It doesn't quite ring a bell, sir. I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mipha as well? You and Mipha were so close. How close were we? Is that why me and Zelda never hit it off? Because I was really close to Mipha. Yet you do not remember her? Should I? Were we so close that it'd be bad for me to forget her? Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mipha's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh, yes, of course. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. That is quite a feat, my boy. That is a good one. Link, I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of divine on my boogie. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us your strength? What? Who's Muzu? King Dorfin, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help, why the very thought of it curls my fins. Muzu, I expected more of you. How can you still protest? Muzu, it is rude to speak that way to your king and his guest. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. We are a fish people. These guys, you'd think they'd be okay in the rain. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at the very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's domain. I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is a champion, through and through. As things all stand, Zora's domain, aye, Perhaps all of Hyrule is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences and band together.
Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 100 years ago, they abused the power of an ancient civilization and turned Hylia into what it is today. And that is not the least of it.
Ugh. You make my biscuits moist. Oh, because you are a bad cook. Okay, thanks, Berserk.
It is their fault that Lady Mipha was lost to us. And I loved her. We were going to get married, smooch, and have kids. Mwah.
Link. Divine Beast Varuta has great power. It has the unique ability to create an endless supply of water.
Use that on Mars, actually. We're trying to transform it into a new Earth here in the near future, so we could probably use some more water.
Of late, it has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For Zora, water and air is one, so you would not think this would be quite as critical of a problem.
You're right, I didn't.
Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. There, Hylian lives are in very grave danger.
Hylian lives matter, guys. Hylian lives matter.
The Divine Beast is crying out once again.
I guess we have to go fix it then? Hey, that's what that spout is! Okay, I'm glad we didn't go over there earlier. How big is this thing? Go give it the old 1, 2, 1, 4. 1 minus 4 is -3. Let's go do it. Let's go give it a punch. Is this thing like a giant elephant? I think that's what it is. That's a spout of water coming out of its nose, not air, hot air like I thought it was. Good thing we didn't fly over to it like I was thinking about.
The Divine Beast Varuta! Oh, your Princess Zelda often studied the Divine Beasts. That is, in the time before the Great Calamity.
Wasn't Ruta the name of the Zora Princess in Ocarina of Time? I think it is.
Your Princess Zelda often studied...
Oh, no, we already did that.
According to her research, the orbs located in Ruta's shoulders are the mechanisms that can control the water it generates. However,
maybe he's just sad, maybe so.
They require electricity to work. Those orbs are clearly out of control now, because there's no electricity coursing through to stop them.
Segin, who is quite shock-resistant for Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water down a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. This is why I went in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I'm certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero, I beg of you, help me put Ruto's rampage of destruction. Or help me do what? Stop? Probably said stop.
What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board a divine beast and appease it from within? So then, Princess Zelda is still alive? Gordon's alive?
No one's gonna get that reference. She's in Highland Castle, though, bro.
Boogie, I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time just as you were. The event of 100 years ago cannot be altered, it is true. But if we can regain control of the divine beasts, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all.
I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous! Naturally, I shall help too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside it. Come, Link, let us appease Ruta together!
Oh, thank you, Link, truly. We are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith.
Da-da-da-da. Oh, we got some Zora armor with swim speed up. Okay, fantastic.
As long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls, just like a Zora. Please take good care of it. If you fail, we'll throw you into the Sarlacc pit, where you'll suffer for 1,000 years. Oh.
King Dolphin! Surely you do not really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry.
Are we getting married to the king? Is that what's happening here?
Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It is far too important to entrust to a shady
Who you calling shady, old man?
He may be a champion, but Mipha had no such relationship with him. So why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand it one bit.
That Mizu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter Mipha. Pronounce it different every time. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her in the calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. But what shall we do now? I task Musa with finding the shock arrows we needed to appease Varuta. But now he has rushed off in a huff.
Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. Alright, see you out, bro. What do I do in the meantime?
Sidon, I suppose that means you are going to tell him. Link, Muzu is most likely at the square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him.
Yeah, I mean, the guy only absolutely hates me. Let's just go have a chat with them. That could go well. So he's at the square down below. Like, literally right below us. Maybe we'll, I'm playing like this right now, like with one control over here. This switch is the bomb, guys. It really is the bomb. Let's jump off there. Maybe he'll be impressed by our flying abilities. Cash me outside! How about that? What's up, dude?
You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you.
Listen well, Muzu. There is something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister Mipha had feelings for. Why does every woman in this game have something for Link? What? They're all attracted to him. They all think they all have feelings for him. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time. But it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. This guy's got all the princesses. Save some for the rest of us, Link.
What? No! You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie. Not this, Zora. How could Lady Mipha possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon Princess Mipha's statue.
It is the truth, Muzu. Though you never knew it, he was ever in Mipha's heart. News to Link, too, apparently. I don't know, man. She's kind of cute. She got that whole fish thing going on. Oh, we're about to have a memory? Oh, we might be having a memory here. Oh, Link, what are you about to remember? I think we're about to remember being close to her. Is this appropriate for the internet? Oh, where's this gonna go? Okay, it looks fine. Just hanging out with the Divine Beast. Alone, together, just me and her.
I was thinking. This reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child. Always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did.
Kiss her. Kiss the fish
I was
girl.
always willing to heal your wounds. Even back then.
Mm-hmm.
So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against.
Run away together.
But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. no matter when or how bad the wound. I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over,
Got the hots for
maybe
Link.
things can go back to how they used to be when we were young.
Yeah.
You know,
How were they?
perhaps we could spend some time together.
Oh, boy. Never even had a girl talk to me like that in real life. Link, buddy. Must be like the blonde hair, blue eyes thing and the whole I'm the hero of legend. Probably gets all the girls. Boy, that was some hot stuff there. I'm not a speciest, but can a Hylian and a Naruto, like, can they beat it? What's the matter, Link? Are you unwell?
You're quivering like a hatchling. Whatever's the matter?
I remember Mipha. I remember a lot of things about Mipha all of a sudden.
What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There's no way we remembered her just now, when it is most convenient. And in any case, without any solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know.
Well, I happen to know about a birthmark. Do we have any proof? She said she promised to heal us, but is that proof?
Save your lies for another, Zora. Without any solid proof, I have no choice but to assume you're a lying scoundrel. If you are truly Lady Mipha's beloved, then prove it. Do so, and I will tell you how to get these shock arrows, as well as anything...
Okay, we already did this. Alright, do you have any suggestions? The stubborn fool. Lucky for us, we have proof. Link, go ahead and show Muzu the Zora armor my father gave you. Ooh, casual flirting is not okay. Censor that. You say casual flirting. That was anything but casual. Look at the armor I'm wearing, bro. It's clearly got, like... Muzu, look closely at the clothes Link is wearing.
You really think changing your clothes is going to make me... Huh? What is the... That's the Zora armor from before. Lady Mipha made that by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this?
Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belongs to and who she made this special armor for. The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mipha made it for him and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That is my Mipha never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us. Oh, Muzu, please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you have already figured it out.
I never would have imagined she would make that special armor for one such as he.
This guy's quite the racist, isn't he? Jeez, or speciest?
I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it is our only option at this point. I am a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behavior towards you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need. That tall mountain over yonder, it is called Plimus Mountain, and there you will also find Shatterback Point. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one can be fatal to a Zora.
Aha! You must mean that Lionel. He is a man-beast, that one. That beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious, to be sure, but I am certain Link will rise to the challenge.
In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate you will need at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many?
Why do you still doubt him, Muzu? I have no doubt he will be triumphant. We're gonna die a lot, aren't we? Okay, Link. Let's get moving. The fastest way to Plimus Mountain is to ascend the waterfall east of the domain. That Zora armor should come in handy. Just swim to the waterfall basin, and then go up the waterfall from there. I'll wait at the East Reservoir Lake, right by the Divine Beast. Gather at least 20 shock arrows, and then come join me. I'm on it, bro! We can do that. Wonderful! Together we shall stop that Divine Beast's onslaught. I'm with Muzu on this one. I don't have a whole lot of faith in our ability to get to the top of that. How long do you think you're going to be streaming today? Well, I guess until we get this done. Let's go see if we can get up there and find the... Oh, goodness me. Is there like a quick way up there? I guess we just follow... Let's see, this place is a bit confusing. It looked like there's a passage, though, if we can just find our way to it. Maybe if we get to the staircase, that'll do it. And then, yeah, just get to that bridge there. And then we can take that bridge across. Is it this bridge? Might be this bridge. I think it's this bridge. This will at least take us to the base of the mountain. And then we just have to figure out how to get up there, I guess. I'm glad we kept that shock-resistant potion, though. That's going to come in handy when we actually get into the mountains. Now, they said there was a waterfall that I had to swim up. I guess it's that one there. Oh, this ought to be an interesting experience. Excuse me there, you! Any tips? No? Okay, I'll just keep going then. Excuse me there, you! Fox! You look like a delicious morsel. Thank you. Delicious raw meat. You gotta collect food when and how you can, alright? You can't be too picky about what you eat around this world. Okay, so the East Reservoir Lake is that way. Shortcut to Plymouth Mountain is that way. Guess we know what we're doing then.